Namaste. So I wanted to make a brief explanation of how you would practice yoga if you were extremely stressed out. A symptom that I often experience from my concussions and severe traumatic brain injury are tremors. If I push myself too hard, my body will start to shake. I have a very low threshold for stress, and my energy is usually very low. So I've noticed I can't push myself as hard as I used to be able to. So sometimes I use this myself. So I was speaking to someone on Instagram, and he told me that his girlfriend is wanting to get back into yoga, but she's just too stressed out. She has other medical issues that she's dealing with. And he asked me how he would go about introducing her back into yoga. I have a lot of experience with this in my personal practice, so I suggested that he start her out with 2 or 3 yoga poses just to get the body ready. Hatha yoga poses, so you're holding the pose for a few seconds or a few minutes, and you're doing the poses to get your hips and your back and your abs ready for the stress that's going to be placed on them from sitting. And yoga, the brief history of yoga is that it was invented to prepare the body for meditation. So this way, you're introducing just a few yoga poses, right? But you're not introducing too many yoga poses that might stress the body and the mind out more. Meditation, it might make you fall asleep if you're very tired, so you should always meditate sitting up. You shouldn't meditate lying down. You can, but if you're already tired, you might fall asleep very easily. So it's best to meditate sitting up, not standing. And the few yoga poses I'm going to show you are Dandasana. And Dandasana is done just like this. Both of your arms are just an inch behind your lower back. You're pushing your chest out, straightening your spine and your neck by bringing your chin closer to the chest. Make sure your toes are flexed up, pointing to the sky. Make sure that the backs of your knees are as close to the mat as possible. And make sure you don't feel any tension in your legs. You should feel a bit in your calves and in your thighs, but not in the knees or the ankles. And you're going to want to focus on keeping your chest and chin straight. You keep your chin straight, or your neck straight, by poking your chest out, bringing your chin closer to your chest. And you want to imagine that you're crushing a can behind your back, so your shoulder blades are crushing a can. This is going to keep your shoulders and your chest in the right places. And bring your attention back to your breath if you ever get distracted. I think I'm going to do half fish pose instead of butterfly. So I'm just going to move into Pashimotanasana now. So I'm going to lift my arms up. And with a straight back, reach for either your shins or your toes, whatever you can reach for. Maybe you can only reach for your knees. Just grab whatever you can. And with every inhalation, you're straightening your back, bringing your shoulders away from your ears. And every exhale, you're bringing yourself more deeply into the pose, into the forward fold, while keeping your back straight. And again, you shouldn't be feeling any pain or tension in your knees, your lower back. There shouldn't be any pain in your ankles, or your elbows, or your shoulders. You are going to feel a bit of tightness on your calves, and on your thighs, and your hamstrings. Breathe into this discomfort. Discomfort is not pain. So we do not run away from discomfort. We avoid pain. I always tell my students to avoid pain, but you do not avoid discomfort. Because when you face discomfort in your yoga poses, your alignment gets better. You're able to go more deeper into the poses. You might get a compliment from Sally across the room. Oh, I really liked your yoga pose in the class today. You know? It's all good. It's all good things. So we don't run away from discomfort. Because facing your discomfort helps you to grow. Whenever you're done Pashimotanasana, you can kind of roll your ankles out and bring yourself up for half fish pose. So with your right leg, you're going to bend it with your right heel meeting your left butt cheek. And with your left foot, you're going to reach your left foot on the other side of your right knee, on the outside of your right knee. And you're going to place your left hand behind you. Now you're going to reach up, gently twist over, maybe with your exhalation, till you find a comfortable position. This pose is going to really help get rid of any tension in your hips. It's going to help with your digestion from the twist. It's going to help to wring out any kinks in your back that might pop up during your meditation. And your meditation is not a meditation if you're constantly being distracted. And distractions pop up in your meditations when the body starts to become discomfortable or uncomfortable. So this is part of the reason why yoga is a prerequisite for meditation, or why yoga was invented for meditation, right? I'm sure students were coming up with complaints. Oh, I can't meditate for more than 10 minutes because my body hurts. You know. What did the gurus say? We're not going to do less meditation. We're going to make you do a bunch of weird yoga poses. Right? The gurus said, no, we're not going to walk away from discomfort. We're going to add more of it so that you can reach your true potential, so that you can meditate for a half hour. I'm willing to bet half of the meditation teachers out there cannot meditate for an hour. An hour-long meditation was required. We did a couple 2-hour-long meditations in my yoga retreats. Do you see? But I digress. I really doubt most meditation teachers could meditate for an hour. You know. But this is a symptom of our society. Nobody practices what they preach anymore. It's just, I'm going to preach it and you pay me for it, and then I'm going to go home and eat chips and watch movies and not practice what I preach, right? But that's not what we do. When you're ready, bring yourself back to face the front of your mat, and this time bend your left knee, placing your left heel to your right buttock this time. And with your right foot, you're going to place that on the outside of your left knee. With your left hand behind you, you're going to reach up with your left hand. Very gently place it around the right knee that is raised. And just twist. Until you feel that discomfort. If you feel pain at any time in your lower back, your upper back, your shoulders, your neck, if you feel any pain in any part of your body, back off of the pose. Because we are not here to create pain. We're here to meet our discomfort so that we can grow. That is what I teach. Every last one of you who is going to watch this video is stronger than you realize. You're capable of more than your parents or your teachers have ever told you. And the only thing you have to do to figure this truth out is to practice yoga and to calm yourself down. And you'll see, I'm not lying. I'm not lying to any of you. So again, if you want to do butterfly pose, this is going to help prepare your hips and your lower back. Again, pop your chest out, bring your shoulders back a little bit. Pretend that there's a can behind your shoulders, your shoulder blades, you're crushing it. Bring your chest towards your chin, and then with a straight back, you can bend forward as much as you can. And if you want to, you can press your knees down with your elbows. And again, with each inhalation, you're straightening your back and your neck. And with every exhalation, you're bending down a little bit deeper. And you're going to want to hold these yoga poses for longer than I am. I'm just doing this as a demonstration. I would recommend starting to hold each pose for 3 minutes and then bringing that up to 5 minutes. But you can do it for 2 minutes, a minute, whatever you want. Because yoga is not about perfection. This is not about being able to meditate for an hour. Because I'm a perfect God. I'm a god. Yeah, fucking idiot. Yeah, you're not a god. So my yoga is not about being perfect. I'm not going to push you to do things that could be dangerous for you, which I've seen a lot of students do, a lot of teachers do this, like a lot, to the point where it's almost seems like bullying. Yeah. So, I don't push people. Because if you push people and you make them angry with you, you lose customers. But I digress. I've been doing a lot of digressing. I've been doing a lot of digression. I apologize for that. So now you're going to want to set up for the meditation. And you can do whatever style or technique of meditation that you want to, but I recommend you do a body scan meditation. And a body scan meditation consists of scanning your body. So you're going to be visualizing your body parts. And you start out with your toes, the bottoms of your feet, your ankles, your shins, your calves, your knees, your hips, your arms. You scan your whole body till you get to the top. And a body scan meditation requires visualization and intention. And if you have any body parts that are in pain, you can focus on those body parts and take that focus away from that body part and put it on a body part that doesn't hurt. And that will distract your mind and your nervous system from the pain you're experiencing. But you can start out with a 5-minute meditation, 10 minutes, 15, whatever is comfortable for you, and keep bringing it up by a minute, by 5 minutes. The way I did it was my first yoga teacher training, we only did half-hour long meditations. So the second training that I took with them, we started to do the hour and a half long meditations, and then a 2-hour meditation. So to work my way up in that, what they did was they just gradually increased the time on every meditation. It was a retreat that we were at, so it was like a week-long retreat or a 3-day retreat. So each day they just upped the hours on the meditation. And you don't force yourself, right? It's not like going to the gym. You are allowing yourself to get better at it. It's not, there's no force involved with yoga at all. So when you're done your meditation, you can do some more yoga. Your hips might be a little tense, your body might be sore, and that's it. And then just keep doing that. And you should gradually be able to increase the amount of times that you meditate. You're never too tired to meditate or to practice yoga. You're never too sore to meditate or practice yoga. You're never too obese to meditate or to practice yoga. Like, stop lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself when you tell yourself, I can't do that because I'm too tired. I can't do that because I'm too fat. I can't do that because I'm not flexible. That's the reason you do it, bro. Stop lying to yourself. So I hope this helped you. And if you want to learn any more, just send me a message anytime.